What up YouTube, it's Missouri's Company. In today's video, we're going to be jumping straight into our Vigil of Blades that just happened, well, 2 days ago by the time you see this video. The reason I wanted to record this one is that we are going back against the same alliance that we had a 92 to like 93 kill game the last Vigil of Blades that we went up against them. So we knew it was going to be an interesting one, so I wanted to make sure I record it because I don't actually remember if I recorded the first one, but it was a very, very intense game. They did get the better of us last time we had this situation, so now we want to see if we can flip it around a little bit and maybe win. Let's get straight to it, guys. So again, this was pre-recorded on my phone because you know it's a mobile game and I have a lot of things going on. I can't always record on my PC, unfortunately, so a little bit lower quality than what you're used to seeing on my channel. But again, yeah, and I'm also not responsible for anything you see in the chat. I think like halfway through I realized that I needed to not have clan chat showing. So right here, we kind of were losing that first engage. I popped my ability here. I forgot what it's called, but the one that allows you to not get like locked down. I cast it on myself and the remaining individuals of our warband that were alive. By the way, our warband is in the same alliance or in the same clan, so we can actually go into this as a full warband. We always take on imminent 3 in case you're curious. So we sort of won that engage after we did that. So I pick up a second kill here and try to dip out the best that I can. Again, we have Braylon is actually not in our warband. We had somebody miss it, but Braylon is actually a very, very capable and good PvPer in our alliance, so shout out to him. He does a phenomenal job as well, especially on his Demon Hunter. So now we're just sort of being disruptive. Now, those of you that are curious, I'll go ahead and talk about the monk a little bit because I've gotten a lot of questions like, oh, what do you think of the monk? And the monk as a whole is a very interesting class. I feel, and I've been on the monk before, this is not my first time being on the monk, but I feel way squishier on the monk than I did last time. I don't know what it is. I've practiced with a lot of different builds. I haven't published any build videos for the monk yet because I really am trying to like fine-tune what I think is the best monk builds for the, you know, PvE, PvP, and all those kind of things. The reason I died here, by the way, I saw the tower was low and decided just to full send it and get the tower down. If you're not aware, in this game mode, towers are just the most important things. And you can see we're actually down a kill there. Now we're down several kills as they wipe several members of our alliance. So you can see we knew it was going to be a good fight. So I wanted to go ahead and just take the L, take the death, rush that tower, knock it down, finish it off real quick. But yeah, so anyway, I think the monk is just, it's so squishy compared to what it used to be, at least that what I remember. So it didn't feel good. It doesn't feel great, I'm gonna be honest. Farming, perfectly fine. Some pretty decent viable options for farming. In fact, I probably do feel comfortable enough making a couple of build videos for farming for the monk. There's 2 builds in particular that I like a lot that I've been utilizing, so I'll share that with you guys. Outside of that, PvP, I mean, honestly, like I die a lot. You can see like when my when my shield's down, which even when it's up isn't a big shield, like I take a ton of damage, like a lot of damage all the time, and it just doesn't feel good. Now you can see they're focusing on our tower, which is good. It's a good play for them. They're winning the kill game still and continue to do so. Now remember, the last time we played this alliance, it was 92 to 94 in kills, and they beat us. It was the largest kill total count that I've ever seen in a Vigil of Blades match. It was such a good game, so much fun to play. They did outplay essentially and win the game. We did not focus towers as well last time, so we went into this fight knowing that we have to focus towers. I go a little bit too deep here, admittedly. I don't even know if I survived this. I do. Try to take their health globes on the way out. Boop. Which does allow for a quick little poke engage. But even, I mean, even me getting poked, I'm down to like a third, I lost a third of my health from one little poke. So, yeah. I don't know. The monk is fun to play. I like the skill gap that I have, like that is existing on the monk. You can tell like a really good monk is gonna be really, really good compared to a kind of mediocre monk. And admittedly, I mean, if I were to be critical of myself as I die, I'm probably mediocre-ish type monk, maybe slightly better than mediocre. Monk is a fun class. I just personally feel very, very squishy. Now, keep in mind, I'm going from the Blood Knight to the monk, so I feel and from there, I think I was Crusader. So when Crusader, Blood Knight, now to the monk, I feel incredibly squishy, and that could just be the transition from those previous classes. So you can see it's 21-23, but the tower game, we have a whole tower and half of the next tower dead. So while I don't even know what I was doing here. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I almost straight up died. But yeah, so you could definitely tell different focus on our part. They're still outslaying us, admittedly. I think I go down here. Nope, good thing I had that. So they're still outslaying us, but we are winning the tower game. Like, we are focusing on the turrets. So we slay a couple and then immediately push to the turret. Now, as a monk, I feel like my main job is to bounce around to the squishier targets, whereas the Blood Knights and Crusaders, their main job is to kite for the carries. I feel like a monk's job is more disruption, right? So jump around between their carries, just make them not do damages, or make them focus on me and let my carries, such as the Blood Knights, the Wizards, and stuff like that, or the Demon Hunters, like Braylon, be able just to do what they do best, which is way more damage than what a monk does. So I jump around and sort of try to pick up low-ish people, and then just sort of disrupt their backline. Which, as such, I don't get a ton of kills, which is fine. This is a team game. I just care about us winning the game. You can see we just knocked down another tower, but I'm getting a lot of assists. I'm assisting with a lot of our kills. You can see I was, I think, 3rd overall for our team based off whatever measurement they're using. I never really maintained a lot of the champions' marks. You can see I lost 8 there, and I have, 16 left? So never really got a lot. Last time I felt like I had a ton because we were slaying a lot more, but now you can see there's a lot of pressure going on their main base. So I try to jump in. I'm on my way there. I'm on my way, boys. But you can see that we just now passed them in kills, so it's 31-29. 32-29, and boom, there it is. We won. Shout out to these guys. Admittedly, I think it'll show the clan title. I don't remember their name offhand, but this was a did I stop recording? No. Shout out to Alex for being Alex Uwu for being MVP there. Let's see. I took a screenshot, posted on the Insta. I don't know if I did or not. All right, let's see if we get to a point where I can shout their names out. Because, again, guys, these guys are really good, and they kicked our butts last time. It was a bloodbath the last time we played each other, so this was a nice little return. I think we need to click on Vigil, question mark. All right, so, yeah, LTS. So we are BXS, and we went up against LTS, Gamer Sun Latin M. They were very, very strong. Again, like, I don't want to downplay how this went compared to last time. They were a very, very good alliance. Shout out to them. We did end up as the Immortals. This is our first Valley of Blood, whatever. Vigil of Blood. Did up winning and getting the additional 4% damage, which is awesome for the week. But yeah, so W's for us. But again, shout out to LTS. Always a great game when fighting them. They're very, very coordinated and do a really great job. Last time, like I said, was an absolute bloodbath. We had their number this time, focusing on the towers. And shout out to Braylon for helping us out in the warband. And of course, shout out to the warband, for which our name, by the way, is not a warband. For taking the W home for our immortal clans. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of Alley of Blood or Vigil of Blades, whatever it is. I still very much like the game mode, admittedly. I love the single lane battles. It very much reminds me of the single lane battle that we had like in League of Legends. I think it's called ARAM, all random, all mid. Such a fun game mode, and this one is also just as fun. I think I've said this a few times. I think Vigil of Bloods or Alley of Blood, whichever version, is probably my all-time favorite PvP mode in the game. I feel very strongly about that. I love this sort of tug of war back and forth. You know, you can still out-strategize your opponent even when they are outslaying you. And yeah, so I really like it. So shout out to, you know, the devs for making this awesome game mode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. And until next time, I hope to see you in a video soon.